Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Young looks to throw on first down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Falcons had 1 and 6 now. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a close. It's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
18 rather.
It's Young on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Young's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run with Robinson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, here's Hill. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check mash, check mash.
4-yard line.
Robinson again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 6 yards away. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll shift things around. They'll stay on the ground. It's Pearman again. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Pearman. Strong running at the And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pearman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hill. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to him every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Hill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, it's difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Young off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And shedding through the tackle. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they... And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Pearman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hill now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trap 60.
To throw, Young. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Robinson will try to pick it up. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On 1st and 10, Young throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Young on 3rd and 2. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. This is Pierman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Hill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. There's Hill. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now they'll change things up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Hill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now a first down throw for Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Young. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Young working out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Young will set to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Falcons! From 6 yards away. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Now they send a running back in motion right. The Young's going to throw for this. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he stopped immediately there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Hill. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, now they'll try the end around. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Young now after the fumble recovery. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorites.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of...
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Young sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
It's Young off play action. On the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Young on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away. But boy, they missed a big chance there.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Down to about the 37.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and 8. Here's Hill. That is caught by Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Come on. Hey, 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 run. 18 run.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Here's a give up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That throw by Young incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Robinson up the middle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Young. And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here, he's back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards to pick up there. It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ready, break.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 33, Falcons 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Young. Pass complete to Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Here's Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Young to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game.
But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's Hill. That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Hill. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a change.